Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. So before starting my video, if you have not subscribed my channel, please subscribe my channel and don't forget to press the bell icon for future notification. Watch my video till the end, and if you like my video, please press the like button. Let's start. Today's topic is Introduction to Human Resource Management. Human resource management is the studies of activities regarding people working in an organization. It is a managerial function that tries to match an organization needs to the skill and abilities of its employee. Human resource management is a management function that is concerned with the hiring, motivating, and maintaining people in an organization. It focuses on people in an organization. Human resource management is designing management system to ensure that human talent is used effectively and efficiently to accomplish the organizational goal. Human resource management is personal function which is concerned with procurement, development, compensation, integration and maintenance of the personnel of an organization for the purpose of contributing toward the accomplishment of organizational objectives. Therefore, personal management is the planning, organizing, directing, and controlling of the performance of those operative functions. So, let's talk about the nature of human resource management. Human resource management is a management function that helps the manager to recruit, select, train, and develop members for an organization. Human resource management is concerned with people dimension in an organization. The following constitute the core of human resource management. First one is human resource management involves the application of managerial function and discipline. This means the function of the function and principles are applied to acquiring, developing, maintaining and providing remuneration to employee in an organization. Second one is decision relating to employee must be integrated. This means decision on different aspects of employees must be consistent with other human resource decisions. Third one is decision made influence the effectiveness of an organization. This means effectiveness of an organization will result in betterment of service to customers in the form of high quality products supplied at reasonable cost. The last one is human resource management functions are not confined to business establishment only. This means but applicable to non-business organization such as education, healthcare, recreation and like human resource management refer to set of programs, functions and activities that is designed and carried out in order to maximize both employees as well as organizational effectiveness. Next one is future of human resource or characteristics of human resource management. Human resource involve management function like planning, organizing, directing and controlling. It involves procurement, development and maintenance of human resource. It helps to achieve individual, organizational and social objectives. Human resource management is multidisciplinary subject. It includes the study of management, psychology, communication, economics and sociology. The last one is it involves team spirits and teamwork. Next one is significance and importance of human resource management. Human resource management becomes significant for business operations due to the following reasons. First one is objectives. Human resource management helps a company to achieve its objectives from time to time by creating a positive attitude among workers, reducing the wastage and making maximum use of resource, etc. Second one is facilitate professional growth. Due to proper human resource, employees are trained well and this takes them ready for future promotions. Their talent can be utilized for not only in the company in which they are working but also in other companies which may they join in the future. Third one is better relation between union management. This means that healthy human resource practices can help the organization to maintain cordial relationship with the union. Union members start realizing that the company is also interested in the worker and will not go against them, and therefore chances of strikes will reduce. Fourth one is help an individual to work in team or a group. Effective human resource practices, team, individual teams, work and adjustments. The individuals are now comfortable while working in a team and thus team's works improves. Fifth one is improve person for the future. Since employees are constantly trained, they are ready to meet the job requirements. The company is also able to identify potential employees who can be promoted in the future at the top levels jobs, and thus it helps in preparing people for the futures. Sixth one is allocating the job to the right person. If proper recruitment and selection process are followed, the company will be able to select the right people for the right job. When this happens, the number of people leaving the job will reduce as will be satisfied with their job, leading to decrease in labor turnover. Next next topic is objectives of human resource management. The primary objective of human resource management is to ensure the availability of competent and willing workforce to an organization. The specific objective includes human capital assisting the organization in obtaining the right number and types of employees to fulfill its strategic and operational goals. Second one is developing organizational climate helps to create a climate in which employees are encouraged to develop and utilize their skills to the fullest and to employ the skills and abilities of the workforce efficiently. It helps to maintain performance standard and increase the productivity through effective job design by providing adequate orientation training and development, providing performance related feedback and ensuring effective two-way communication. Fourth one is it helps to establish and maintain harmonious employer-employee relationship. Next is help to create and maintain a safe and healthy environment. Next is developing a program to meet the economic, psychological and social need of the employees and helping the organization to retain the productive employee. Next is ensuring that the organization is in compliance with provisional, territorial and federal laws affecting the workplace and to help the organization to reach its goal. Next is to provide the organization with well trained and well motivated employees. Next is to increase the employee satisfaction and self actualization. And next is to develop and maintain quality of work life. And the last one is to communicate the human resource policies to all the employees. Objectives of human resource management. First one is societal objectives. It seeks to ensure that the organization becomes socially responsible to the needs and challenges of the society while minimizing the negative impact of such demands upon the organization. The failure of the organization to use their resource for the society benefit in ethical way may lead to restrictions. Second is organizational objectives. It recognizes the role of human resource management in bringing about organizational effectiveness. It makes sure that human resource management is not a standalone department, but rather a means to assist the organization with its primary objectives. The human resource department exists to serve the rest of the organization. Next is functional objectives. This is to maintain the department contribution at a level appropriate to the organization need. Human resources are to be adjusted to suit the organization demand. The department value should not become too expensive at the cost of the organization it serves. And the last one is personal objective. It is to assist employee in achieving their personal goals, at least as far as these goals enhance the individual contribution to the organization. Personal objective of employees must be met if they are to be maintained, retained and motivated. Otherwise, employee performance and satisfaction may decline giving rise to employee turnover. So let's talk about the challenges in human resource management. The human resource manager of today may find it difficult because of rapidly changing business environment, and therefore they should update their knowledge and skill by looking at the organization need and objectives. First one is managing the vision. Vision of the organization provide the direction to business strategy and helps the manager to evaluate management practices and make decision. So vision management become the integral part of the process of man management in times to come. Second is internal environment. Creating an environment which is responsive to external changes, providing satisfaction to the employees and sustaining through culture and system is a challenging task. Third one is challenge changing industrial relation. Both the worker and manager have to be managed by the same human resource management philosophy, and this is going to be a difficult task for the manager of tomorrow. Fourth one is building organizational capability. Even in the adverse circumstances, the employee have to be made in to live in psychological state of readiness to continually change. Fifth one is job design and organization structure. Instead of depending on foreign concept, we need to focus on understanding the job, technology and the people involved in carrying out the task. Sixth one is managing the large workforce. Management of large workforce poses the biggest problem as the worker are conscious of their right. Next one is employee satisfaction. Managers should be aware of technique to motivate their employees so that their higher level needs can be satisfied. Next is modern technology. There will be unemployment due to modern technology, and this could be corrected by assessing manpower need and finding alternate employments. Next is computerized information system. This is a revolutionary in managerial decision making and is having an impact on coordination in the organization. The last is managing human resource relation. As the workforce comprises of both educated and uneducated, managing the relation will be of great challenge. One of the challenge human resource manager faces issue of upgradation of the skill set through training and development in the face of high attritions. So let us talk about the scope of human resource management. The scope of human resource management extends up to all the decision strategies, factor, principle, operation practices and methods related to the management of people as employee in any type of organization. Second is all the dimension related to people in the employment relationship and all the dynamic that flow from it. Third one is the scope of human resource management is very vast. All the activities in the working life of a worker from the time of his entry in an organization until he leaves come under the preview of human resource management. So there are 9 broad areas of activities in the field of human resource management. First one is human resource planning. The objective of human resource planning is to ensure that the organization has the right type of person at the right time at the right place. It prepares the human resource inventory with a view to access present and future needs, availability and possible shortage in human resource. Therefore, human resource planning forecasts demands and supplies and identify source of selection. Human resource planning develops strategies for both long term and short term to meet the manpower requirement. Next is design of organization and job. This is the task of laying down organization structure, authority, relationship and responsibilities. This will also means definition of work content for each position in the organization. This is done by job description. Another important step is job specification. Job specification identify the attribute of a person who will be the most suitable for each job, which is defined by job description. Next one is selecting and staffing. This is the process of recruitment and selection of staff. This involves matching people and their expectation with which the job specification and career path available with the organization. Next is training and development. This involves an organized attempt to find out training needs of the individuals to meet the knowledge and skills in which is needed not only to perform the current job but also to fulfill the future need of the organization. Next one is organizational development. This is an important aspect whereby synergetic effect is generated in an organization. That is healthy interpersonal and intergroup relation within the organization. Next one is compensation and benefits. This is the area of wages and salaries administration where wages and compensation are fixed scientifically to meet fairness and equity criteria. In addition, labor welfare measures are involved which includes benefits and services. Next is employee assistance. Each employee is unique in character, personality, expectation and temperament. By and large, each one of them faces problem every day. Some are personal, some are officials. In their case, he or she remain worried. Such worries must be removed to make him or her more productive and happy. Next is union labor relation. Healthy industrial and labor relation are very important for enhancing the peace and productivity in an organization. This is one of the area of human resource management. Last one is personal reach and informative system. Knowledge on behavioral science and industrial psychology throw better insight into worker expectation, aspiration and behavior. Advancement of technology of product and production method have created working environment which are much different from the past. Globalization of economy has increased competition manifold. Science of ergonomics gives better ideas of doing a work more conveniently by an employee. Thus, continuous research in human resource areas is an unavoidable requirement. It must also take special care for improving exchange of informative information through effective communication system on a continuous basis, especially on moral and motivations. So that's all what I have tell you about the introduction to human resource management. If you have any difficulty in any of the slides or you have not understood any points, please free feel to comment me in the comment box. We will try to resolve your issue. And if you like my video, please press the like button and don't forget to subscribe my channel. And always try to give your feedbacks so that we can improve in which areas we are lacking. Thanks for watching my video.